Fight! Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grim Reaper Gamers Reapercast. And we believe this is number 26, but if anybody can verify that for us, please PM Lala Calamari. Hi there. The Grim Reaper Gamers are a 25 and over gaming community with members spanning the globe, playing games across all genres, but our roots are in first-person shooters. Bring your thick skin, your drink of choice, and grab your controllers. GRG members are on nightly with every community night, Wednesday nights. Hi, everybody. How you doing? JohnnyHustler here. It is the Reapercast. It is a little bit newer format. We're going to try the roundtable format that we had last week and see how things go. So let's go around the horn, do our introductions. First, the voice from on high. I'm going to start with this guy, the super producer, the man that Duck Dynasty guys are all envious of for his facial hair. Digital Ciphers, how you doing? And while you're at it, what's in your glass and what you playing?
I'm doing good. I am drinking Crown and Ginger Ale and playing Rocket League and maybe the Division Beta.
Nice. Also, just going around and around.
You don't have a circle this time, so you're going to have to just figure this one out on your own.
Circle seems a square.
I guess I just kind of go right up this way or something. Let's go to our lead Grumpkin, the crabbiest guy in GRG, the man that holds everything together somehow, some way. We have not figured it out yet. Lala Calamari, Jack, how the hell are you?
I keep it together by bribing people with midget porn. I'm doing fine. I think I survived the bubonic plague I had all week, so I'm getting by.
Very good. What's in your glass and what you playing?
The standard New England lager, and right now
Every week.
Yeah, every week. It's pretty much a standard in the house. Rocket League and probably Division Beta this weekend. Looking forward to trying that out again.
Very good. Also, just below the fearless leader. Well, yeah, he just looked up. One of the most outspoken members of the Grim Reaper Gamers, a man whose lawn furniture typically falls over at the drop of every hurricane. Jammer, how are you? What's in your glass? What you playing?
Well, guys, I'm glad to be here. I'm ready for our Farming Simulator 2016 roundtable. I do need to apologize to Johnny. My overalls did not come in for the special show that we have going on tonight. So I'm sorry about that, man.
So you couldn't have the formal wear, so you went grubbing it with the hoodie.
I went to the hoodie instead. And I have Sam Adams' Cold Snap. Actually pretty good. This way, we'll go this way and this way and this way. And been playing GTA with Johnny, and he's not very nice of a player. He keeps team killing me. And some Rocket League.
I've got some proof otherwise on my YouTube channel that goes both ways, buddy. All right, down just to my lower, I guess, left if you're watching on the screen. I don't recognize him anymore. He's he went a little too far with the manscaping this time. Clown for life, how are you, Clown?
Good, Johnny. How are you?
Good. What you drinking? What you get playing?
Enjoying some Coney Island hard ginger ale, and been playing, getting back into COD a little bit on the community nights, and waiting for the Division Beta to start up tomorrow.
Very nice. And up above, top left, I guess. This always throws me off because I'm looking straight into the feed and throws me off a little bit. But
think of it like a corn pointer. Just maybe Did should put like a corn pointer on the screen for you.
Just put a little ear of corn by who I need to talk about next. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Didge, can we do that? I'll take that as a no.
He already left.
Sorry,
No.
I was sleeping.
He's already playing Division.
He's already quit.
Yes, we can put corn all over the screen if you want to.
He was busy interviewing for another job, I think.
Probably looking to help Lala's son stream professionally. So
Professional.
He'll get more viewers.
I'll get paid a penny.
Well, it's probably nice. That's probably about a half cent more than Clown's got, isn't it, right now, or from his YouTube? All right. So the top left, one of the old timers as far as PS4 leads. My God, you've been here a while. Audible Silence. How are you?
Hey. First time here live.
Yeah, first time we finally got him on the show. What you drinking?
Yeah, because I drank too much G-Night earlier.
And what have you been playing lately?
I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter. I've been playing a single-player game called Galaxy Quest. That's about it.
Nice. All right.
Games. Playing a few hours of everything.
Hey, Johnny.
Yes.
I just want everybody that's watching, the 5 people or 5s of viewers, that this is a special night because at any moment that guillotine that is hovering above Audible's head could drop and crush him. So we could have a live death on the podcast. Can you make that happen, Audible? Because we might get like up to 20 people then.
Oh, no, I'm spinning that fast.
Oh, damn it.
Is that a drone? All right, so let's get to know our relatively new guest here on the Reapercast. Audible. Okay, first off, other than one hell of an oxymoron, where did you come up with that damn tag?
I think I was in freshman year. I was on the original Xbox when I decided to do Xbox Live, and I was going through names. My game for video games used to be Viper, and that's like the first thing everybody picks, I guess. And I was just sitting on my couch, and it just hit me. I was like, Audible Silence, and it's stuck ever since.
Very nice. How long you been with GRG, and what got, at the risk of sounding like a televangelist, what brought you to GRG?
Well, I used to have an Xbox 360 because PlayStation 3 was way too expensive, and I was playing the Destiny Alpha, and I was on the Bungie forums. I saw Lala's post, and I asked about it, and actually you, JohnnyHustler, said, hey, join up, we drink beer. I'm like, I'm over 25, I drink beer, I like video games, and
We definitely need more standards.
We need more standards. I think the drinking beer one's pretty good myself. I mean, that's, we have the standards right here in the script, man.
Yeah.
There's a script?
What?
It's something like that. We might even read it at some point.
I need to look at that sometime before the show.
Nobody else does. Why should you?
Pretend like I
Right.
care.
One of the last scripted questions. Where did you get your start gaming? What is the first one that really did it for you?
Well, my parents bought me an original NES, and I was playing Nintendo with my dad. I used to think Mario was so hard, and now I watch videos of people beating it in like 15 minutes. I'm like, how did it take me so long? But I don't know. I think the first game that I was like, I want to figure out everything was the Super Mario World on Super Nintendo with Yoshi. I want to get all the fucking Yoshis. I want to do all that shit. And I just like the whole industry. I like seeing analysts, what they predict. I like seeing what Nintendo is doing as they're falling. I like seeing Sega try to come back. Microsoft's failed launch of the Xbox, even though it's a good system. I just like the whole industry. I think it's all very interesting.
Am I the only one that feels really old when one of these guys says that Nintendo's where they got their damn start?
Yeah, no. Considering I had a Pong.
Yeah, same. I had the Pong as well.
And
I
then
had
the
the
television.
2600.
I had the Atari.
2600 and television.
Atari
I'd say
2600. I had the pirate chips for the Atari's 2600. It was great.
The football on the television, I actually had a playbook.
Handheld football.
Yeah, the handheld football, definitely. John, I have a question for Audible, actually.
Run it.
You know
Leaving
me,
it
I
open
like-
for the floor. So
I have serious questions.
Uh-oh.
Do you do like hand exercises before you make like 60 fucking posts on the website?
I couldn't even keep up. He was posting faster than I could read them today.
It's all about taste.
Look, I just-
Audible's on the board. Audible has a little bit of time on the board when the new section goes from 3 to about 58.
It's not so hard.
Yeah, Didge is trying to compete with you. Like, do you feel competition from Didge now that he's doing that too? So that I think Didge is doing it, so that way Lala won't make him do the podcast anymore if he's posting a lot on the forums.
Nope.
If I read something interesting, I post it on there. There's been a few times where Didge posted a story that I didn't find interesting. That's just what I find interesting.
I only have one more. Is the dude that's like right in front of you there with the hands crossed right there? Is there any chance at any second like that his arms might open up and whack you in the face for my entertainment?
Or yell peekaboo.
No, they are not opposable arms.
That's bullshit. I'm out.
No. I mean, he said that he was sitting there one day and the name just hit him. So I'm wondering if that ceiling fan hits you, you change your name to Ceiling Fan.
I have a question.
I was sitting in dead silence. I was like, I can hear the silence. It's audible.
I have a question for Audible. If you could stab any PS4 member, why would it be Tuttle?
Because he's watching NASCAR right now.
I think the question there is why not Tuttle?
Chat on Slack today made me know how digital feels now doing this podcast when they were talking about NASCAR. It's painful.
Nice.
Oh, you got called out by Mac as a post whore. Nice.
No. Yeah, I'm still trying to get chat up there. I can't get that.
No other questions for Audible?
Anybody else with questions?
Guys, come on now. That shows how interesting you are to them.
All right. So,
If only we had an expert.
Welcome to the show. We have reasons for having you on. You will find out shortly. We actually rely on you for some info. I know that's something, but first, we are going to run the drawing for the forum contest winner. Remember, in January, you had a forum. If you posted during the month of January, you were entered. You got yourself a subscription, Xbox Live or PSN. We're going to announce the winner tonight. So, anybody want to do a drum roll? Anybody?
Well,
No?
first, I want to say that thank God we don't do live commercials on air with you doing them, because if they're like that, we're never making any income. We're doing a live drawing for something, a card, yes.
With things and stuff.
Yeah.
Eat Frito-Lay.
All right, and okay. So, do I get a drum roll for this or not, or do I just get a bunch of shit?
Shit.
Okay.
Good shit.
Oh, there we go. We got the drum roll, and the winner of the subscription is
Better be me.
Big Fish.
Motherfucker.
No, come on.
Big Fish goes to the West Coast to Seattle because he's an Amazon and can't pick up a card just sitting on the floor there.
Will he pick up the card using chopsticks? Because then it's okay.
Congratulations, Big Fish, on your win.
He's not going to hear this.
Well,
He
probably
shouldn't
isn't.
win.
He's not going
Bullshit.
to use it either. I mean, jeez.
Well, that's true.
Who
You know
runs
what?
these contests?
Hey, this
the hell?
is Grex. Grex gave me a button to push. That's it. So you want to blame somebody? Blame the guy that even Fearless Leader answers to.
I need an admin on this website to bitch at right now. Is there anybody around?
No. No.
Jesus Christ. It's like just poor management.
We have a website.
We have
Forums?
admins. By the way, that website is www.grimreapergamers.com. How's that for a commercial?
That was pretty good, actually.
All right. As always, Wednesday nights are community nights. Just getting that out there for everybody right off the bat. Check the event schedule at www.grimreapergamers.com. There's that commercial again. For other events, we do have some GTA coming up. We have players playing the Division this weekend. The usual Call of Duty is going on, some free-for-alls. We got Rainbow Six on the PS4 side. Check it out, www.greenreapergamers.com, the events category. That brings us to a little bit of news. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the aforementioned Division Open Beta. It started today. It actually started this afternoon, didn't it, Digital? I love this. I like to see if he's paying attention.
Yeah, I'm having problems here. Yeah, it started this morning.
Okay. Started this morning for Xbox. Tomorrow it starts on PS4 and PC, and it ends on the 21st. What do we think, guys? Gonna hit it heavy this time, like we did the closed beta, or a little bit lighter, not to spoil things for the release? What's up?
I'm backing out. I'm going to play a little bit. I don't want to get burned out on it. I need to also add in the word Swedish meatball, so that way Sam will shut the hell up on chat about me saying something in Swedish. So it's meatballs, Swedish meatballs. There you go, buddy.
IKEA.
IKEA. There you go. I bought Swedish meatballs at IKEA. I supported your people. But I want to play some because I really enjoy the game. But I played a ton between the alpha and the last beta, and I don't want to get to it and be like, God, I got to go through this mission again.
Yeah, I'll probably load it up and go run around the dark zone for a bit, and try to keep it kind of light, just a few hours. Maybe see. I think there's a new mission they added to it or something. So maybe see.
Yeah, I think they opened up one of those because there were three initial missions, and I believe one or two of them were shut off. So now I think they're opening up one of the others out of the three, if I remember right. And somebody mentioned that, I think the turret capabilities are going to be displayed on this beta.
When I saw it during gameplay, I saw a couple of live stream today. It looked like they threw a turret down, and it's from the tech. I think it's because the tech trees opened up.
We get a turret, and we get another. What are they? Talents, or the other tree that's off to the side that only had one unlock. Perks.
Yeah, somebody in chat saying the tech wing is open.
Yeah,
in your
Lance.
base of operations. So Lance?
Yeah, he
His
would know.
freaking real names, the hell if I know. Yeah, Lance would know.
All right. Also, I believe one of the guys was mentioning that some of the things got nerfed a little bit already. So some of the skill point or some of the XP dropped down a little bit. The money that you get in chests and stuff, or the points you get in chests, and I believe some of the guns raised a little in price. So they're showing that there's going to be a little more grind. I mean, a little bit more grind to it as normal for these MMO lights, as Jack likes to call them, on a regular basis.
I think they were concerned people were leveling up too fast, too quickly, so they kind of wanted to slow that down. Because you did get to level 8 pretty quick. So
They also added more enemies in the dark zone, more AI. So.
Oh yes, they did. They added more. That was something they mentioned in the patch notes, if I remember right.
Audible, do you have anything more important to do?
I'm hoping that in the beta we could try to figure out how to get two groups together. I saw some people were experimenting with it.
I'm hoping for silent bags of chips.
Instead of double fisting beers, Audible's I think double doing podcasts, because he goes off and he talks on the other one, then he comes back to this chair.
My oven was beeping, and I had to get the food out.
Okay, well, yeah. Jammer, give him shit. An oven beeping, that's got to be like a dryer dinging, doesn't it?
I didn't hear it. When you said the dryer, when you had the dryer buzzing, it was right behind you.
He's sitting on the dryer playing?
He was sitting on the dryer, and he was giggling the whole time, so I don't know what the hell was going on.
Oh, that's the washer, the wash cycle.
Had to have something to do while I was talking to all you guys. But all right. Let's see. Okay, so that's the Division. Probably not going to hit we're going to hit it, but we're all, let's face it, we're all waiting for the 8th when the real deal comes out. So
and he's sinking his teeth into it. Not until the 8th, not in February.
I'm sure Lance will play 78 out of the 72 hours. Whatever he played last time.
Would they get extra hours in Canada? They invented hours in Canada, didn't they?
It's like exchange rate, guys. We're just trying to see how often I can talk about that.
Destiny that never even they kind of heard of Destiny, but they don't know what, or the Division, they don't know what it is. I told him this weekend, I was like, open beta, get on it. And my one guy's like, I like Destiny. I'm just going to keep grinding. Huge Gears fan. And I told him, it's like Gears of War with cover-based, but it's like Destiny. And all of a sudden, he's like, I'm all about it. So we'll see. He might play this weekend.
Scratch that itch. People love the grind.
How many times can you do the same strikes in Destiny?
Some people apparently, it's just
as
what they
proven by many of our clan members, a lot.
True.
A hell of a lot. We got some guys that have sunk major hours in there. Speaking of other games coming out, we do have two major releases that came out this week, both on a certain console, although one's an exclusive, one's not. So let's start with a very popular game one we have covered a few times here on the Reapercast. The game Rocket League, the go-kart, RC go-kart soccer hybrid that lots of people loved on PS4. Then it hit PC, and now it has made its way to Xbox One. So now Jack and Jammer can finally play.
Yeah, and I have been playing. I got it as soon as it was released. I think it was released early.
a day early.
Yeah, so I completely suck. I'm like the world's worst Rocket League player, but
That's actually my favorite part, is that Lala absolutely sucks.
I do. I'm terrible at it. But we playing it. We played it the other night. We played it last night after Clan Night. I'm looking forward to the Xbox side is hosting a tournament, a Rocket League tournament. I'm looking forward to that. It's a fun game. I mean, it's something you play for like an hour or so, and you can put down, move on to something else. So, and it's kind of like mindless fun. It's not very stressful. It's goof around fun.
That's what I find. I mean, obviously the PS4 guys and the PC guys have been playing it, but what I like about it is those 5-minute matches. So sometimes I just want to get on and just screw around for 20 minutes out of my day, and that's the perfect game for that, rather than a multiplayer game where you're going through the timers and sticking around, or a single player game and you're waiting for a checkpoint or a save point. You can pop on there, you can play a couple matches and walk out if you have a short time span to play.
That to me is one of the best things about the game. It's a really great pick up and play. You got a few minutes, you got 15, 20 minutes, pick up, get a match in. It's really easy to pick up and play. I have played it mostly on PS4, and as a clown can attribute, badly on PS4, so I can't say a damn thing to Lala about him. I mean,
I'm
Well, this is
surprised.
perfect.
I'm surprised. You played badly?
This is perfect, though, because this gives us an opportunity now, Hustler. You buy, what systems did you have Star Wars Battlefront on?
PS and Xbox One.
Okay, and what was the price point on those?
60.
So that's $120 if I'm doing my math right. Let me get my calculator. In Nebraska, that's how many bushels of corn? 4. Okay, thank you. So you stated to us that you're not going to get it on Xbox because you have it on PlayStation, yet it's at $20 plus free on PlayStation, so $20 total cost. Maybe Nebraska math, generally a higher number is bad with prices, and a lower number is not bad. So therefore, get Rocket on Xbox. Shut up.
Here's the deal. I bought it on PlayStation because my brother plays on PlayStation. So to get the chance to play with him once in a while, I got it.
Yeah, he doesn't know anyone that plays on Xbox.
Huh?
I said, he doesn't know anyone that plays on Xbox, so
I share it with my kids on Xbox.
Rocket League? You don't have
What are
Rocket League
kids?
on Xbox.
No, I'm talking about Battlefront.
It's a game you can watch Lala suck at. What's more
I have
enjoyable than that?
Battlefront. I watched him in Battlefront.
That's true. He was definitely
That's uncalled for.
potato level at Battlefront.
Let's play 1v1 me and Halo, bro.
Oh, God. All right. So on the other side, PS4, they're exclusive. The 752nd revision of Street Fighter V, and that is counting the 492 versions of Street Fighter 2 that seem to come out. That seems to be the big thing right there. But a game I haven't played since Street Fighter 2, by the way, because I pumped too many quarters in that. So, Audible, you have that. You have the little statue there. Why don't you tell us about Street Fighter V?
Well, for background, I love Street Fighter. Everybody plays Street Fighter 2. Growing up at my friend's house, his older brother had Street Fighter Alpha 2 on Super Nintendo. Played shit of that, and then Street Fighter Alpha 3. I knew how many how many frames a punch took. I was a stupid nerd. So no matter how bad these games are, like Street Fighter 4, which is not good, I still buy them. Street Fighter 5, I like every player. The new characters, the old characters, everything's awesome. Ryu feels new, Ken feels new. It's great. And that's all there is. There's no arcade mode, which is stupid. There's a survival mode, which it lasts 10 rounds. It's basically how many people you can kill without dying. If you make it to the end of 10 rounds, you unlock a new color for whatever character you're using. Online's been a shit show since launch, but that's kind of common for any game that comes out now. Promised content that's coming out, there's a cash shop. You go onto it, not available till March. Story mode, not available till June. There's a battle lounge, but you can only be in a lounge with one person. So that's great. You can play one person over and over and over and over and over. It's the 5th Street Fighter and like probably the 15th game in the series. You know, they have features in other games that they didn't take over. It doesn't make any sense. Now I read today on Twitter, they were forced to release this game because the Street Fighter World Championship is sometime in March. Basically, they wanted to get this game out because those hardcore players are the ones that support Street Fighter. You know, it's not Call of Duty anymore. They're just getting those hardcore players, getting those hardcore sales. This game should have been pushed back till at least May.
You sound disappointed by it, then.
I am. There's nothing to do if you just want to play single player. There's no world tour, there's no arcade. If you want to play online, great. If you got a buddy sitting on the couch, awesome. If you don't, you're fucked. You can sit in training mode for how many hours?
It's never been my type of game, but yeah, I can't imagine just playing against a computer all the time. Do they have the same tendencies, like like the old Punch Out or whatever, where you knew when to dodge and everything? I mean, do you find like when you play the computer the same tendencies happening, or is it kind of random and the AI is not too bad?
I haven't had that much time. I've only played the AI on medium. I mean, it gets up to very hard, and that's just, I don't know combos yet. You're dead before you can even think about what you're doing. The other problem is if you're in a match and you want to rage quit, there's no penalty. There's no win, there's no loss. So if me and Mac says he's got on PC and he wants to play, if we're playing and he's kicking my ass, I can just quit the match, and it's not going to hurt my win-loss ratio, and there's a lot of people upset about that.
All right. So
hey Johnny.
Yeah.
Can we just keep stretching it out because I want to see Jack's head explode?
It's getting there.
Do we need to check the grumpometer to see
how's the red
where we're
tomato
sitting now?
Do we have the red tomato graphic yet?
Has he hit angry
I don't think we
tomato
need
level? Tomato Con 5.
I was just pre-ordering it right now.
Tomato Con.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Audible, for that. I know you'd played the Street Fighter 5 version for PS4, so wanted to get your thoughts on that. And it sounds like it's mirroring a lot of what I've been reading on other sites about the shortcomings of Street Fighter. So a little sad to see they kind of rush things, but kind of seems to be the way of things these days. So let's get over to, and this kind of touches on a little bit of what we talked about with Street Fighter, where things are held back or whatever, and the cash shop and everything. A topic that was first broached on, I believe, Game Informer: do season passes feel like a scam? So, DLC, it's the way of gaming nowadays. For 90% of what's out there, there's going to be more content coming. Whether it's a season pass, whether it's more content later on in downloadable packs, whether or whether it seems it's been held back a little bit, like certain games last year, where a little bit of content's been held back for DLC, or if they're really working to expand the game and the universe. What do we think? First off, I guess let's talk about the different models of season passes. What are the main things that we see out there?
Well, when I actually did this much research for the topic, I was actually surprised when you would think it was Call of Duty or whatever that was the first one to put a season pass out, but it was LA Noire from Rockstar, and it was like $10 or whatever at the time. But I was kind of surprised to see that they were the first guys. So you'd think it'd been EA or a Call of Duty title that would have been the first one.
Yeah, I mean, just to add on to that, I mean, LA Noire was the first one. It was I think it was 2011, and they offered $20 worth of content, half off for $10. And then if you didn't pick it up, I think by a certain date it went up to $12. But I mean, that's a good deal. It's 50% off. It's come far straight from that much savings recently.
Yeah, as far as the different types of DLC, I think the only kind I've ever really bought was like map packs for Call of Duty or any shooter type of game. I don't really buy anything. I don't usually play too many single player games or any, so I'm not buying DLC for that.
You didn't buy any pieces on Chrome Hounds?
No.
Modules to build your Hound?
No. It was just all like map packs and whatnot. So that's kind of the type of season passes I've been picking up or used to pick up.
I think they're in two separate categories because there's an MP. To me, a multiplayer season pass is different than a season pass for like a single player game. Like BioShock is by far my favorite series ever. The season pass that they had for BioShock Infinite, yeah. I bought immediately, even though it took forever, because I knew the content. I would love the content. I love that world. Where you go with the Call of Duty season pass, it breaks apart the user base by the haves and the have-nots, and then you end up not being able to play with certain friends, or you're never playing the maps. And it's taken a long bit of time for me to realize it, but I kind of realize the value's not there because I never get to use the maps because somebody inevitably does not have the map, namely digital.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things I've noticed within the community for Call of Duty. No one's buying the map packs anymore because of that reason. You'll go on clan night. We can never play them on clan night because there's always that one person. So we have a room of 18 people. 17 people have the map pack, and you just don't want to be a jerk and kick the one person who doesn't have it. The other problem was with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, if you didn't have all the DLC, you couldn't get into matches online. If you had partial, it just would not find any matches. So that was a big issue for people that just maybe bought the first map pack and not the second and third. They couldn't get into games. So it's a problem. It segregates the community. And I mean, I feel for multiplayer map packs, it's usually just the reject ones that don't make it to the actual game. Like say they have like 20 maps and 9 of them, they're like, they just leave them off on the side. They clean them up a little bit later and release them for $15 up, for 3. So I just, you're not getting any use out of them when you do buy them. So last 2 Call of Duties, I stopped buying the map packs. I'm done. So.
Well, and you had to quit buying the season passes, especially when you're in a group like this, because it always seemed like, everybody, even when we were all getting DLC, everybody would have the first couple. Everybody would be gung-ho for the first couple because they'd be coming out shortly after the game, within the first 6 months. But then once you got to the third one, probably knock off about 60% of the base, of our community's base. And then once you got to the fourth one, maybe 3 people had it. The 3 that bought the darned season pass.
That's the thing. I mean, before when we were too old to shoot, we were mostly Call of Duty. So you get the map packs because we mainly played that game, and that was the big multiplayer. So even a year later, you'd still be playing that game. There's map packs now with the diversity of games and the different style of games, like with Destiny, with all that. We're all over the place, and we don't have a steady group that plays like one game constantly where you're going to get that value at the end of the life cycle.
Well, what I don't like is what the trend has been. Like Battlefront had the trend. The most recent Batman game did too, where they're selling a season pass and they're not even giving you details of what it's going to be.
Or when it's going to be.
Or when it's going to be.
Yeah.
And how do you commit to that? And on top of that, are you getting a lesser game in a sense? I'm kind of shocked that the price point of a game is still at $60, that it hasn't gone up to maybe $70.
Well, that's how they got they wanted $100 a game.
And this is how they're doing it.
That's
now.
how they're getting $100 a game.
But now they're being cryptic with these type of things and trying to push the season pass. But you have no idea what's coming. I mean, Battlefront, it took a month before we knew what it was, and Batman was, it took forever too. And how can you commit the money to a game when you have no idea what you're buying ahead of time?
So that's why that's why I like for multiplayer games the new Rainbow Six model, where the season pass is basically made available free to everyone. Everyone's going to get the maps, and then for the characters you can unlock them with in-game currency or just pay real money for it, but everyone gets it. It's already there.
Street Fighter's doing the same thing.
Well, a lot of games are going that way. Like Smite did the same thing, where you could buy the God Pack and have access to all gods, current and future, or you can play the game and slowly build up. It took forever to, for in-game currency to buy one, but you could, or you could $20 and just unlock everything forever. So,
I think my main thing is that a season pass, this is an ideal world where it's not run by money whores, but should offer all content for a season, which means a predetermined amount of time. So if they say it's 6 months, then everything that they release in 6 months, you've already paid for, you should get for free. And then it should be offered, if they're not going to tell you what it is ahead of time, at like a 25% off pre-order. Pre-order price, 25% off content, off of what the price of the content's going to be, and then after release, after you kind of know what it is, and then people want to buy into it, offer it at 10% off. So it's like give the people that are going in early a discount, because they're the ones that are actually paying for it.
That's what it seems like. Bethesda and who was it? Techland that made Dying Light. Dying Light's original season pass was, I think, $20 or $25. Mm-hmm. They increased the price because they're like 20. Yeah, the game. Our expansion is going to be huge and blah blah blah. So they increased the price by 30 or to 30. But hey, if you had the season pass before, no problem. Yeah. And Bethesda just announced the same thing. They're going from 30 to 50. And I feel like that might be the trend of, hey, if you want to get the season pass before we announce anything, you get it at a discounted price. If you want to wait till we say this is what you're getting, you're going to pay a whole lot more.
Well, and I'm starting to wonder, GTA gives the free content out there, but they're making a ton of money on those shark cards.
Oh, yeah.
That Fallout Shelter that was on the iPhone or whatever, I forget what it was, millions of dollars within 2 weeks of selling just lunch boxes with equipment on it. So I don't think that really works with like a Call of Duty or certain games. I don't think the microtransactions are going to work as well. A Halo, I'm sure the rec packs are probably making tons of money now in retrospect when I say that.
Yeah, well, Halo's doing that. They're doing the same type of thing with the microtransactions. So every month you get an update. They're introducing new armor, new maps, and whatnot. And it's all free, but then they're throwing in those microtransactions, so that you get the rec cards and whatnot. They also have like special dress-up Barbie armor that you can buy, like the MLG stuff, which I bought for some dumb reason, but it was $10. You get the guns
Nerd alert
and all that. Yeah. And then now there's a new one that's $25 for some new map pack. I forget the name of it offhand. It's got armor and all the other nonsense, but it's $25 for. But as far as content, like every month, they're releasing new maps, new armor you can get, whatnot, new game modes. So I think that's been working pretty well for them. I'm hoping that's the current trend we're going to see. We're seeing it with GTA. We're seeing it with Halo. I'm hoping other games follow suit.
I would say
changing it.
I would say that I feel, even in those cases like GTA, like Halo, where you're getting free content and they're being supported by the microtransactions and such, I feel a little better about giving, throwing a little bit of money their way for that, because I feel like I'm getting a lot. GTA, God, how much have they released for free? It's ridiculous. So, I'm actually thinking about getting some shark cards, because I feel like, shit, I've gotten well over my $60.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Now I can get a couple, get some shark cards for a couple $1,000,000 and probably do more stupid crap with my cars.
Well, see, that's it. I need to buy those shark cards because running missions with you guys is just pointless. So I'm not
We
earning
did 2
any
last
money.
night.
Hey, we did some last night. We did
Yeah,
some
too.
the night before, and I think we made about 200,000 in missions. I blew 3 times that on my cars. Before it was said and done,
Wasn't
It's easy.
Destiny is also looking at following this model as well with the DLCs, releasing the DLC for free, but focusing more on the microtransactions. I don't know if I'm insane or if
You do the Carlton. Pay $5 and you can do the Carlton.
hey, but if that's what they want
You
to do,
just did it for free.
I mean, Call of Duty could make the same amount of money. You get Timmy, who's not buying the map packs, but he's buying his favorite competitive team's gear to put on his stupid character. So it's like, I mean, they're going to make money if they just hand out the maps. They'll make their money back, get more licensed helmets, and you'll be all set.
And GTA is showing that it works because they're still a huge game. They'll release a few items every so often. People get into it, they play it, and then they want to go buy those cards because there's interest. There's constant interest in that game all year round. Or
Rocket
2
League's doing
years.
a pretty good job too for being such a small game. Every month, their maps are free, but they had the Back to the Future car, $3. Who
Yeah.
doesn't want to drive a DeLorean for $3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Our
don't
producer
wanna drive
did-
that sucker.
Our producer wanted to drive it.
He has it. He said,
Yeah, I
"No,
have it.
Haven't played the game, but
I do.
I mean,
Yep.
since that came out, but I bought it.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Johnny,
Yes.
as your good friend who's always here for you,
Oh God.
I would recommend for you never buy the season pass because you're never going to be playing the game by the point the first pack comes out.
If you could
I'm
just buy
always
a
playing by
quarter
the
of the
first
game,
2. I'm always playing by the first 2. It's usually that 3rd or 4th. I'm done.
if you could just buy a quarter of a game, just
He
the
should
first
just-
8 levels.
Yeah,
he's-
red box it.
Yeah.
He
I
should
think the last
just
season
red
pass
box
I
all
Red
of them.
box it. Yeah.
I mean, what's everyone's opinion on what's like the worst season pass you think there ever was?
BioShock Infinite. I know Jam's going to disagree, but it took such a long time for that to come out, and it was only one expansion. I
Well-
mean, that game was out of people's minds by the time it came out.
No, unless you were really rooted into it. I mean, it tied up the series really well, but it did take forever. But I was happy with it because I loved the series and it tied everything together. So that, but I understand what you're saying. It did take forever. I don't remember what the length of time was, but I,
the
had
game
it on
launched in
PlayStation, I think.
March, sometime in spring, and it didn't come out till November or December. It was a very long time. I remember the game. I traded the game in a long time before it ever came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it was $20. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a long
I think
time.
I think
it for what, a 15-hour game.
Yeah, yeah.
you get any game that's not a AAA game, it's you're throwing your money out the window with the DLC by the time it comes out, if it comes out, if it's any good. I never buy it pre-buy it. So if you're still playing it, then I'll purchase it at that point, but not when I'm at GameStop buying the game. I'm not pre-buying it.
See, I used to think like I used to go into Johnny mode, and I would get a game, and I would say, "Oh my God, I'm going to play the heck out of this game. I'm going to keep playing this game. That season pass, no problem. I'm going to keep doing it." And then I finally started realizing that I generally am done with it before I get any content out of it. So I've realized that yet there's somebody here with wood paneling behind him that I don't know if necessarily found that out yet.
Yeah. With all that said, the Division, I got the gold edition. So
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah, but an asterisk on that. You got that through Amazon Prime with the
20% off.
discount. So what, $70
yeah.
compared to what, 90?
I didn't.
No, it was like 79, I think, with the 20%.
Oh, how about the Destiny Collector's Pack that I paid $100 for?
Oh,
and
that's
Oh
those
God,
two
yes.
were not good.
You know that was probably the one that burned me the most is the Destiny packs or the Destiny Collector's Edition that I got, the Guardian Edition, whatever they called it.
I still got it. It's back there.
And that is really what's burned me on DLC. Now I don't think I've purchased season pass since then.
They withheld a raid to soak you for more money.
And that
The
was
next
that was the thing because you got so there's my vote for the worst DLC pack because at least 30% of it was part of what was supposed to be in the game in the first place.
Yeah, I would
Held back.
agree.
I mean, that's in my opinion what I when I did the same amount of research that Jammer did today at work. A lot of people considered Evolve to be not only one of the worst flops,
Evolve,
but also the season pass was so confusing monetarily
and expensive.
Yeah, it was expensive. Like I did out the math. Even today, even after they've lowered all the prices, there's still like 12 different price models depending on, and you're still not going to get all the content. Like, I mean, it's like. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, do I buy would you buy the deluxe edition with the second pack or the first pack and this pack with a regular game? And I'm like, ugh. But yeah, that was
great. Borderlands 2.
Oh, Borderlands 2 was awesome.
Like that was great.
And what flopped was Borderlands, the pre-sequel, their DLC.
Don't tell Gunny.
Don't worry, he won't hear this.
I would say, along with Borderlands, is one of my favorites was Battlefield Premium. I really thought I got a lot out of Battlefield 4 Premium for the price.
That's good. I got that down here too. Yeah, and they're still giving out content on Battlefield 4.
I feel like I got what I paid for and then some on that one. One of the things I want to bring up, Mac brings them in chat here. Another trend to watch out for: games being sold by parts. Example: Black Ops 3 on PC. Multiplayer component by itself is $14.99.
I would do that for every Call of Duty.
Yeah. Some people would.
I would. Do that in a heartbeat. I mean,
what did I do? I played 5 hours of campaign during Extra Life. I haven't touched campaign since.
5 hours?
I never.
That was about it.
Oh.
If I could buy Black Ops 3 for $15, just multiplayer only, sign me up. If I could buy it for $30 at launch, yeah, no problem.
I just wonder.
But on the opposite side of the BF4, you have Battlefield Hardline, which basically wanted you to pay for premium to actually play most of the game because there's no content.
Battlefield Hardline was basically an expansion pack to Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
It was a reskin, and it should have been.
I mean, just talk about the game itself. You paid $60 for a game that a week later they dropped down to $40 because they're like, oh, there wasn't enough content. But you already paid $60, so we're not going to give you anything for it. And then on top of it, then you pay another $50 for the season pass in order to get the content that should have came with the game.
Well, and how many
came out?
What?
Battlefront, I think, salvaging it because they have thrown a lot of free out. Now, I think that was backlash. Like I believe Lala, you said that last show or 2 shows ago that the reason why Battlefront is throwing out so much free stuff is backlash to the game.
Definitely.
Which I don't care. I'm getting free shit. But
how many of these games now do you think, though? I mean, they're holding, like we talked about, they're holding back. You're not getting a full game when you buy. Now they're purposely holding content back now because that $60 price point, they don't want to push it up because I think some people will budge. But they used to be $50. So yeah, how often do you think we're actually getting a full game when we buy something at $60?
Given with inflation, I got a graph right here. 1996, it was equal to $88.42, and today it's $60. I mean,
it's been 60 for a while too.
Yeah, games are really
it's been 60 for several years, for a few generations at least.
Yeah. No, just when PS3 and Xbox 360 came out, that's when they decided to be like.
It went to 60.
60
Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I don't see that.
second gen.
I don't see that changing. I mean, Steam kind of like screwed that up.
You got
People are so used to
Steam.
buying games for like pennies,
Yeah, and you got digital releases. I mean, we can all just download a game straight onto our console. There's no middleman involved. If it wasn't for GameStop, it's just get it for $40.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a trend that's not going to go away. I mean, it's the norm now, just like the norm of other discussions where servers don't work and
Well, I really think that you're looking at they're going to start moving over to the microtransactions more than paid DLC. I think that's something that's going to keep building steam. Like when you have a Rockstar and Halo doing it, you have GTA and Halo doing it, and proving that it works, and they make money from it. Others are going to see that and follow suit.
League of Legends never charged you a cent to play that game. It's all microtransactions. So it's like, they've made jillions off that game.
And that brings up another topic in the microtransactions. One of the things that I don't mind don't mind the cosmetic stuff and the optional stuff. Where I get aggravated and where I back away from a game is the pay to win structure, where you have to buy these microtransactions, you have to buy these pieces and parts to get ahead in the game.
Yeah.
And I don't, now if it's a free game and I'm winding up spending about $20-$30 in that stuff to progress, that's one thing. But when you get a $60 game where you're getting pay to win crap in there, then I have a real problem.
Yeah, but I think that's a thing of the past as well. I think a lot of companies realized they were getting beat up for that. People don't want that, and they moved away. Like when a lot of MMOs did that prior to Guild Wars, and like I think was it the one that's on Neverwinter Online? It's definitely pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get all that armor at the end. You can buy it all, and they let you know all through while you're playing it. But when Guild Wars came out, there's convenience items in the cash shop. There's Barbie dress-up armor in the cash shop, but nothing that affects your game. So I see companies moving towards not pay to win, but pay to look nice, pay for convenience. So,
I mean, you got Black Ops who said that they weren't going to do what Advanced Warfare did. That basically everything in those supply drops in Black Ops was going to be cosmetic, and now they added weapons in there.
Yeah, I think they made a misstep there, but
and I'm like, I mean, granted, you could still get it with in-game cash for playing.
It's free.
But I mean, you could do it with. That was the same thing with Advanced Warfare. Your first death, every so often, you'd get a supply drop, which could give you. They're not hiding them behind the paid for supply drops, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, so now I'm playing just to see. Oh, well, let me see. I got 10 keys. Will I get one of these things? Nope. I got another skin that I had 20 of before.
I'll just say that the lesson learned from pay to win is that I'm not going to name anybody, but there are some people that no matter how much they pay, they're never winning. Not saying who it is.
Jack, are you going to let him talk to you that way? Are you really going to let him talk to you that way?
I got a feeling it's not directed towards me.
Okay, fine.
I don't want to name names.
Clown, you have every right to be pissed.
Yeah. SWOTOR, damn it.
All right, last thing I'm going to bring up about this, and it's one of the things I think we've touched on a little bit, but the segmentation of the player base. The 30-day exclusive, the 15-day exclusive, one of the biggest things I think we've heard over the last year of this show, one of my bigger annoyances, where Xbox gets stuff 30 days early, or PS now with Black Ops gets 30 days early. What's the new one on Xbox that just came out?
Division.
Okay, the Division 30 days early for the DLC content. This is something that just aggravates the hell out of me. I don't understand. I mean, I know money talks.
Yep.
But this is just killing, this is segmenting the player base. It's stupid.
Does it really segment the player base in a sense, though, because they're on separate consoles? Like, I hate it, but it's not the same as how it segments whether people have a map pack or not on the same console, because then they can't play together. It's not like the consoles are playing with each other.
But we even have that too with Battlefield. Battlefield 4 Premium did that same thing. If you had the season pass 2 weeks early.
Yeah. My whole thing is, if you're paying the same price, you should get the content when everybody else does. It shouldn't be what system you bought. You paid $99. I paid $99. I should get the content at the same time. I shouldn't be watching you play it a month early. And it also offsets the game, because it's like you get burned out of the regular game in that month that it takes you to get that content. Some people just trade the game in.
And I think, like you said about the Battlefield with the premium versus non-premium members, that's maddening. That's a real shitty thing to do. Like, so they give premium members 2 weeks earlier. Well, I mean, I'm all set to buy the goddamn map pack. Let me have it. Let me get in there. Like, it makes no sense to me. It's just like the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and they do it.
I mean, it's better than Destiny. You could be waiting, a year for shit.
I mean, I like what Battlefield does is they offer, like, everyone gets double XP weekends, but premium members get extra double XP weekends and stuff like that.
Good.
I mean, give you perks where
Perfectly fair. Perfectly fair. Actually, I love that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
PlanetSide did that too. They're like, hey, double XP weekends this weekend, but if you're a subscriber to our shit, You get 2 double
Extra,
XP weekends or a quad
Or even extra double XP weekends for people who have the pass. That
I mean, first of all, everyone bought your game, so don't shit on the people that just bought the regular edition. And the people that bought the extra shit should just get a little bit extra on top of everything else, you know?
I think so. Yeah.
Stop screwing
All
people.
right. So, I think we fleshed out the DLCs and what's. And I guess the conclusive answer, if there is one to this question, do season passes feel like a scam? I think it depends. I think earlier on.
Way to take a stand, Johnny.
Well,
Yeah.
I think early on they did. They're coming out of it now. So nowadays, season passes are feeling a lot better. You still get your stinker in there. You still get your shitty season pass, and you're going to get some publisher doing something real shitty there. It's not gonna stop. But for the vast majority, I would say probably not. Probably not scams, but
EA sucks. Everybody else season pass usually pretty good.
But see, even EA responded to backlash and has kind of backed off some of that too. So we'll see what happens with Battlefield 5. They have plenty of time to fuck it up.
Yep.
Yes, they do.
Hey, Lala, anytime besides Superman versus Batman, anytime you want Johnny to go crazy, start talking about how much you love EA. That's another trigger. It's like Pavlov's dog.
We all know Batman beat Superman.
Oh yeah, boomerang.
Dink. So it's beyond easy.
It's proven.
I can't
Like
wait
your
until next
mom.
month when I can watch Batman kick his ass.
Audible's off to a second podcast.
Yeah, he's already given up. He's left. All right, so let's. All right, new format. What do you guys think? Let us know in the forums over at GrimReaperGamers.com. Let us know what you think of the new style here. Good, bad.
You think somebody's watching or listening to this?
They could be. I see a couple of people chatting.
Or leave a comment in the
I would tell
YouTube
you,
comments.
There's,
Leave a comment at YouTube.
there is 6 people on this cast, and there's only 4 people watching.
They're
That means 2
dropping
people
like
on the
flies.
cast aren't watching. So
If you see something technical, PM Digital Ciphers, fan mail, PM me, hate mail, PM Lala. Give it to the Grumpkin. We'll see what the tomato meter reads next week or in 2 weeks.
Clown, it's because people just can't wait. They want during their day when they're driving in, they want to listen to our exciting talk.
yeah, that's what it is.
Or when they're having trouble
They
sleeping
want
at
to get
night.
all
Yeah.
Who needs your
already-
morning coffee when you got us?
all ready for
Yeah.
workplace violence, listening to his rage.
It's the #1 podcast for people committing suicide.
Nice.
Those
Hey,
are
we're number
12
one.
months straight.
We're number one. That's
Those
all
were
that
number one in
matters.
something.
We're number one. Good deal.
Don't worry, Mac. We're almost done. Mac, it's very late for Mac, so
All right. So
we need to watch
let's
out for
close this
Mac.
out. Let's close this baby out then. A little bit of clan community information. I got to change that script where it says community instead of clan. But want to welcome new members of the clan thanks to Audible posting on just about every damn forum and Reddit subreddit that he could possibly find. And a few that didn't even have a damn thing to do with the division. He, I mean, why'd you even post in some of the Girls Gone Wild and shit? I don't know. But
I want more girls in the community.
well, yeah. Anyway, thanks to some recruiting efforts, we have had an influx of users today, and we're going to be seeing a lot more
International.
come in. Yeah, Australia. Good day.
1-1.
But welcome to the new members of the clan. We got a lot of people on both platforms, and we're only going to get more as we get closer to March 8th with the division coming out. So welcome. And if you are new to the clan, don't be afraid to send friend requests to everybody that you possibly can. Fill that friends list up. GRG, plenty of people to play. We are going to figure out how to incorporate videos into this new format eventually. So don't give up. Send us some montages, send us some clips, send us some highlights, lowlights. Lowlights go over better. Fails are
Oh,
great.
he's got a ton of those.
I have somebody back it up over me in GTA the other day.
I just went through puberty when I said that too. I
Congrats.
sounded like Peter Brady.
Good job, Peter. You beat me to it. All right. Next show, March 3rd. Lineup to be determined. Topics to be determined. We got a few ideas. We actually got about 10 or 12 ideas in the hopper for this roundtable format. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/Grim Reaper Gamers. We are on Twitter, at Grim Reaper Gamers with a Z, because we had not enough characters. And don't forget, sign up at www.grimreapergamers.com if you're over 25 looking for a group of adults who still manage to have fun, drink beer, and play games, and might even hit something once in a while. And post in the forums.grimreapergamers.com. So I want to thank everybody for watching, listening. We are on iTunes. Hey, Jack, has Google Play ever put us up there yet?
Google Play is still working on releasing podcasts. So we're in Google Play. They're just not up and running yet.
Those bastards.
Are they trying to solder the wires still? What's the deal here?
I don't know. I'll ask my Googles, or what was it? Mr. Googles.
Yeah, Mr.
Google
Googles.
is with what time is it?
What times?
Times, Mr. Google.
Yeah, no, they are still behind.
Also, don't forget youtube.com/Grim Reaper Gamers. Smack that peen against the subscribe button. Check out past episodes. All 26 of them, I believe we've figured out that we have now. we're still not sure. We might find a lost podcast.
We needed multiple people with fingers and toes.
Counting's not our strength. But also check out Shenanigans. We got all kinds of clips of great moments, fails, you name it. Check it out on the YouTube channel. So, should we do some final thoughts? Do we have any final thoughts? Anybody?
No,
I always have thoughts.
My final thought is you should definitely change it to community, because I feel that every time you say clan, Tuttle's ears perk up a little bit. Just like, well. That's it. Other than that.
All right. Audible, thank you for being on the show. Your first time around. Hopefully not the last. Did a good job.
If anyone wants to play Plants vs. Zombies next week, I'll have it on PS4.
Now, are you going to get up mid-game and go play an Xbox for a little bit? Or?
I don't have an Xbox. No can do.
I thought, is that your brother? Or an old roommate or something that had one?
Both of them. My roommate has one and my brother has one.
Okay, so you can still get up and walk across the room and play.
Well, he's doing his buddy's Xbox podcast over in the other room.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And also thanks to Clown, Lala, and Jammer, even though, God, Jammer, you just gang up on me, man.
Hey, I'm actually proud of myself. I did not fall asleep during the cast. So, and Audible says, and it's true, we got to please like and share and subscribe, because if you actually do like listening to the cast, you got to show the love, because if not, Lala will can it in a half a second.
Yeah, I'm all
He's so
set.
close already. He's ready to
And
fire.
also, and if you do like the podcast, we do have a few 800 numbers you should probably call.
Suicide prevention line.
And as usual, thank the man, the disembodied voice, the almighty from on high, the super producer. Digital, thank you very much for everything you do on this show.
You're welcome. I'm only going to do one more show, and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And by one more, he means 10 more years of this.
He does.
Yeah.
One more every day.
He is.
I'll be doing this when I have Alzheimer's. They're like, just push the button. That's all you got to do. Just push the damn button.
At least it'll be bearable then.
What button? All right.
Where's Lala at?
For everybody on the show, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Division beta. Stay safe. Have a good week. Get your game on.
Bye.